Sir, can you just
Hello.
switch off the mic for time being?
For time being, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But again, I will go back again. 1 minute.
No, only the mic, sir.
Okay, okay.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Hello and good morning, everyone. On behalf of Shreyas E-Learning Academy, we welcome you all in this our second last session of Run in General Practice with reference to Ayurveda Management. We are very fortunate to have our guest speaker today, Dr. P. Hemanta Kumar sir. Dr. Hemanta Kumar sir has completed his BMS from NTI University of Health Science, Andhra Pradesh. He has completed his MS in Shalya Tantra from one of the eminent institute of India, that is Banaras Hindu University. Sir has also completed his PhD with the topic of efficacy of Madhu, Shar Sutra, Vishandan Tel and Panchadikta Gurta Gugud in management of Bagandar from NIA, Jaipur. Sir has more than 23 years of experience in clinical practice and academics too. Sir was earlier lecturer and associate professor at SDM College of Ayurveda and Hospital, Hassan. Sir is now professor at National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur since 6th February 2014. Sir has performed more than 20,000 surgical and parasurgical procedures till now. Sir has attended more than 43 national conferences. Sir has given more than 100 publications of research articles in journals. Sir has more than 200 lectures as he was invited on various platforms for guest lectures. Sir has done many TV talk shows and radio talk shows for which he was being invited on various subjects. To his account, Sir has publications of books on the topic Recent Advances in the Management of Arsha Hemorrhoids in 2004 from Chaukhamba Sanskrit Pratishthan, New Delhi. Also, he was contributor of a manual on fistula and ano and Shar Sutra therapy from National Resource Center on Shar Sutra therapy, Varanasi. Sir has received many awards, out of which some are Acharya Award in 2017 from Central Council of Indian Medicine, CCIM, and Ministry of Ayush, New Delhi. He has also been awarded with Shushrut Ratna Award 2009, a prestigious award received from National Shruta Association, India. Sir has secured first rank in Hyderabad PG entrance conducted by NTR University while giving entrance exam for his PG in 1994. He has received Best Teacher Award, Best Doctor Award in SDM College of Ayurveda and Hospital, Hassan. Sir has received Bishop Award in SDM College of Ayurveda in 2010. Sir has also received Young Shushrut Award given by SSR Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Inchal at Karnataka. He has also been an NABH SSR and NAAC SSR. Operative skills, he has done almost many of them, that is Shar Sutra, Raktamokshan, Jalaukav Charan. He has done partial thyroidectomy, total thyroidectomy, excision of thyroglossalsis, also done hysterectomy, tubectomy, He has also been a part of skin grafting, bone contraction release, and many more surgeries. So without taking much of his time, I will request Dr. Hemanta Kumar sir to please begin his session. Thank you, sir. Over to you. Hello. Hello, sir. Sir, please switch on your mic. Yes, sir, the PPT is changing. Just please switch on your mic.
Okay, okay. Now it is okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Now my slides are visible?
Yes.
Okay, sir. 1 minute. Yes, my slides are visible. Okay?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay. If any problem in my voice, you can call me, no problem. Om Dhanvantaraya Namaha, Om Manjunadaya Namaha. Respected senior faculty members, senior doctors, medical practitioners, and total Ayurvedic fraternity attending this continuous guest lectures of Vrana, and I really appreciate the Academy for taking this topic in various aspects, total covering of the wound management, and it is really appreciable. And today I am sharing my knowledge, experience regarding Vrana, especially Sadhya Vrana. See, everybody knows about this is our institute, National Institute of Ayurveda. It comes under Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. It is a prime institute in Jaipur. And recently our institute recognized as a deemed to be university and NABH accredited hospital, a 300 bedded hospital, and recently NAC A grade when we got it, our institution. See, before going to start my main topic, I want to enlighten about what are the services available, what contributions we are doing in surgical field, especially in the department of Shailatantra in NIA, that as I am going to focus. See, there is an anorectal unit and daily more than 150 patients are attending our OPD of anorectal OPD, and general surgery unit, and separate orthopedic and Marmachikitsa unit. We are treating almost all types of orthopedic cases, including open reduction, closed reduction, etc. Nails, screws, plates, etc. We are into this section. Then endoscopic unit. 3 years back we started endoscopic unit, Nadi Yantra. We are performing gastroscopy, colonoscopy, sigmoidoscopy. And this is our operation theatre. We have a fully equipped operation theatre, and there is a very important facilities available in our operation theatre. We have a OT light with camera, CCTV camera. This camera we can see, we can record all the types of surgical procedures in operation theatre, or you can share into the classroom with the students for interaction. And recently we purchased laparoscopic accessories. Within short we will start laparoscopic procedures in our department, and IPD. And another beauty of our logo, you have seen that our department of Shailatantra logo, it is hand-to-hand surgical training. There is a two hands are there, one hand above it is my hand and lower hand it is my student hand. We are training our PG and PhD scholars by hands-on training to promote Ayurvedic surgery. And recently we purchased Yogya for simulatory lab, that is Mankind. See, that is advanced multi-purpose human patient training tool for anesthesia training. Just like it is a human body, it is around 5 crores simulator, and we can see all the effects in the patient, how the effects are seen on the simulator dummy, and everything you can see oxygen concentration, pulse, heart rate, respiration with the help of ventilators, multi-parameter and defibrillator, and everything they are attaching with this Mankind, and easy to training to our students. And this is the mock drills to manage emergency, especially for CPR resection, endotracheal intubation. These are all training to our UG and PG scholars. Then these are major surgeries we are performing in operation theatre. Appendectomy, cholecystectomy, suprapubic cystolectomy, and intra-abdominal tumors, orchidectomy, all hernial repairs we are going to perform, and all orthopedic surgeries like avonia amputation, belonia amputation, tendon repair, internal fixation, screws, plates, etc. And we have a C-arm facilities available in operation theatre, and plastic surgery like reconstruction of the nose, oroplasty, skin grafting, etc. And everybody well known about the all proctological procedures we are performing in our hospital, like fistulectomy, abscess, drainage, hemorrhoidectomy, etc. And minor surgical procedures like lumpectomy, excisions, and hydrocele, cyst excision, circumcision, etc. We are performing all types of minor surgical procedures. And recently we started 6 years back with Marma Chikitsa. We have a separate unit in Marma Chikitsa for treating musculoskeletal disorders and bloodletting procedures like Jalukavacharana, Prachana, Shungavacharana, Siravedana, etc. Agni Karma in various disorders, and Kshara Sutra and Kshara Karma in hemorrhoids and fistula. And this is the major operation theatre statistics taking from last 10 years. You can see you can see 2010, there is 155 cases per year. Now it gradually increased to more than 1,000 cases. We are operating all major surgeries in our institute. Then coming to actual topic, Vrana. I think almost you discussed for last 1 week about Vrana in various aspects. Today I am going to concentrate on Sadhya Vrana, especially traumatic wounds. See, what is the wound Vrana? It is a breakdown in the protective function of the skin. It is a discontinuity, loss of continuity in epithelium. It is called as a Vrana, and with or without loss of underlying connecting tissue. Usually the Sadhya Vrana occurs due to some injury on the skin or underlying tissues or organs caused by the surgery, a blow, a cut, a chemicals or heat or cold, friction, pressure, etc. Acute wound, it is a concern for present day because of increased road traffic accidents. Even with advanced antibiotic era, many times delayed wound healing becomes a nightmare for both the treating surgeon and patient. So this is very important, wound healing delayed in especially for road accidents. Wound healing is always a continuing challenge to the surgeon so as to find out the solution of the healing of the wound for the less duration of the time and minimal or no complications. The prevalence of chronic wounds in India, 4.5 persons affected from 1,000 population, but acute wounds you can see double, 10.5 per thousand population. Coming to trauma, the leading cause of the death age is 1 to 40. Third leading cause in all age groups, 50 lakhs, you can say crores of injuries per year need medical attention throughout the world. 12% of all hospital beds occupied by trauma, and 22 crores bed days year counted by trauma, and 3,50,000 permanently disabled. You see how in Sadhyavarana trauma, 3,50,000 people are permanently disabled per year, and 1 lakh to 1,50,000 deaths per year. So this is the recent statistics of the trauma in the world. When trauma death occurs, this is very important. This is the primordial distribution. Usually trauma death occurs within 1 hour. Within 1 hour is a very valuable period to manage Sadhyavarana or trauma. See, 50% of the people's death occurs without any proper management. And within 1 to 3 hours, 30%, and 4 to 6 weeks, 20%. See, this is the trimodal distribution of the death occurs in the trauma. Immediate occurs, why? Why immediate death occurs in Sadhyavarana or traumatology? Because of loss of airway, brainstem laceration, high C-spine, cervical spine lesion, aortic or aortic rupture. Usually occurs, this is the commonest cause of death within 1 hour. Early deaths 1 to 3 hours because of epidural, subdural hematoma, hemothorax, pneumothorax, silent intra-abdominal bleeding, fractures like pelvic fractures, femur fractures, long bone fractures, multiple fractures. There is a chances of early death within 3 hours. Late death is another very important. This is a very important thing is septicemia. Sepsis, multiple organ system failure. Why? Because wound is not taking proper care. Wound is not responding with healing. At least to septicemia, they developed as a multiple organ system failure. It occurs with the complications of the wound. So these are the common deaths occurs in various stages of trauma. Then what is the conclusion? Definitive traumatic is surgeon's knife. This is very important. Short time to surgery, improved survival. You can decide if the patient needs immediate surgery. For example, collection of the bleeding, perforation, injuries, fractures. You must to need immediate surgery. Then you can plan for surgery and treat the patient and save the patient. This is very important. And emergency medical service improves to recognize the critical trauma, supporting oxygenation, ventilation, perfusion. Another very important of duty of a doctor, if it is not possible to maintain in our hospital, better transport or transfer to other higher centers with the proper care. This is very, very important. You can shift the patient to the higher center for the further management. Coming to Sadhyavarana features the mentioned in Susruta Samhita Chikitsa Sthana, it is either rectangular, quadrangular or triangular, circular. You see how the beautiful explanation by the what is the shape of the wounds mentioned by the Susruta, by circular, semilunar, triangular, etc. And depressed in the center. See, it is especially for pierced, depressed occurs, gunshot injuries, depressed occurs. These are the seen, or you can see hematomas, sometimes spontaneously burst and burst injuries. These are all you can see in the clinical features of Sadhyavarana. Coming to 6 types of Sadhyavarana. Susruta mentioned there are 6 types. Chinnam, Vinnam, Viddam, Chatam, Pichitam, Drishtam. See, Chinnavarana, you can consider as excisal wounds. Chinna, you can see just Chedana, Chidye. See, this is very important here. the affected part is completely separated from the body. Just chopping of the fingers. Okay, maybe you can see the fingers are suddenly it is in the what is called in mechanically, what is called in industrial tools, or maybe in the mixie, or maybe there is chopping with knife. So these are all comes under excised wounds. Some of the parts, affected part, completely separated from the body. Maybe the little finger, or maybe any single finger, or half of the finger, or maybe limb also. Okay. In that condition, the wound is oblique or straight, broad, which includes falling of the body part. See, all excised wounds considered as a Chinnavarana. See, this is the Chinnavarana example. So this is another completely, you can see that thumb with the thinner portion, it is completely excised and sutured. And this is one case we operated in phalangeal injury, completely nail bed. It is completely, we reconstructed the nail bed. Then coming to Bhinnavarana. See, Bhinnavarana is incised wounds. If a viscera gets perforated by any sharp edged weapon, like spear, dagger, tip of sword, knife, etc., then it pierces into the viscera. If the pierces into the viscera, any hollow cavities, then excretion of the contents of the viscera. For example, if it pierces into the intestine, the contents will come in. If it is a gastric stomach, it is a stomach contents are coming. If it is a colon, fecal contents are coming. If it is a bladder, it is coming as a urine fluid. Like that, if it is a pleural cavity, it is a hemothorax or pneumothorax, like that. These are all coming under incised wounds. It is includes all perforations of any cavities of the body. Maybe peritoneal cavity, maybe thoracic cavity, maybe pelvic cavity, etc. So these are the examples of Bhinnavarana. If you see chest injuries, you can see these are all examples of Bhinnavarana. These are all abdominal injuries, Bhinnavarana. Coming to Vidyavarana, punctured wounds. It is very important, any part of the body except viscera. Here, the differentiation between Bhinna and Vidya. Bhinnavarana usually hollow cavity injuries, intestinal injuries. Other than intestine viscera, maybe it is involves limbs, etc. By sharp and pointed weapon through small opening and making the body part bulge up even after the foreign body has come out. If you pierce, this is the example you can see, it is a pierce with a nail or screwdriver or maybe big nails into the feet. It pierces, it comes out. But surrounding portion they developed as a swelling, bulging. Okay. And after removing of the foreign body. Here there is no damage to the internal viscera, only skin, muscles and bones are injured. That is the differentiation between Bhinnavarana and Vidyavarana. Bhinnavarana, there is a perforation of the viscera, and here perforation of the skin, muscles and bones, not the viscera. Okay, that is the differentiation with the Vidyavarana is considered as a punctured wounds. So these are the punctured wounds. And one case we see foreign body impacted in the chest region. Foreign body impact in chest. This is very important. Automobile injury. A small worker working in car factory, and suddenly there is a small piece of foreign body inserted in the chest region. Then they came to, they visited some other hospital first. They tried with by locally some other procedures. I think this is more than 10 years back we operated this case. And later what happened, they came to our hospital and we tried again. We tried with the help of magnets or some other procedure, but very difficult to identify that foreign body. In that time there is no C-arm facilities not available. If C-arm facility is available, then you can identify the foreign body, then you can plan it and remove the piece. That time you can send for a simple radiology, X-ray, then we can try it and not possible to remove the foreign body. Then what happens? then Yukti Pramana. Then I have taken 4 needles and divided into the graphs, like upper compartment graphs, lower compartment graphs. Above 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments, and below there is a 4 compartments. Then I send that same picture to the radiology. I have taken X-ray archive, both AP view and also for the oblique view. Then you can identify easily on the third compartment, you can identify that small piece. Then after that, we remove within 10 to 15 minutes. We remove that very small piece and we remove that and we suture. Okay, this is another very interesting of piercing of foreign body into the chest region. Then this is another needle pierced into the feet. We removed needle by locally. Then coming to Shatavarana. Shatavarana can consider as a crush wound. Wound Nati Chinnam, Nati Binnam. Here what it is not really Chinnam, it is not a really Binnam. In between that, but features are present both, either cut body part or excessively or not perforated excessively. But having a symptoms of both, the wound become irregular in shape. This is very important, it is irregular in shape and not look like a Chinnavarana and not look like a Binnavarana. But features we can see that it is called as a Shatavarana. So this you can see crushed in between any tools, any blows. This is the Shatavarana. Then coming to Pichitavarana. In Pichitavarana can consider a confused wound. It is due to beating of any part of the body resulting in getting swollen and the wound is filled with blood as well as bone marrow. You see, simply you can see by hematomas, by swelling, you can see it is come out and there is inflammatory feature surface and swollen and painful, you can see in the Pichitavarana. So this is Pichitavarana. Then coming to last is called as a Grushtavarana. Grushtavarana is everybody experienced lacerated wound or bruises. By rubbing on rough and hard surface, any part of the body losing its skin accompanied with water. Simply skin layer peeled out and water exudation, edema and pain. You can see the burning pain complaint commonly seen in the road accidents or the injuries. Simple scraping of the skin layer, that is called as a Grushtavarana. These are the 6 varieties of Sajjavarana mentioned by Susruta. But according to Ashtanga Sangraha, they mentioned Chinnam, Binnam, Viddam. There are 3 types. Again, Chinnavarana they mentioned as 5 types like Grushta, Avakruta, Vichinna, Vilambita, Patita. And Viddavarana again 8 types like Anuvidda, Uttindita, Atividda, Nirvidda, Anubinna, Binnatondita, Atibinna, Nirbinna. And Pichita, there are 2 types, Savrana, Avrana. This is very important type you can see. Till today practice of the trauma wounds, there are 2 types. Savrana, Avrana. Savrana with wound, Avrana without wound. That is called open wounds and closed. Savrana means open wounds and Avrana means closed wounds. The management also we can divide open wounds and closed wounds. This is the beauty of Ayurveda, the clear classification given by our acharyas like Susruta Acharya, Vagbhata Acharya, etc. Coming to traumatic wound types at present scenario, already we discussed that there is 2 types of wound. One is called open wounds, another is called as a closed wounds. The wound is open. You can see clearly skin, muscle, tissues, etc. separated, that is called open. It is not separated, that is called closed. See, these are open wound example like incisor wounds by cutting with knife, etc. Lacerations, abrasions, avulsions. Avulsions, what happen? They chopped out this is called little finger avulsion. They completely chopped out of the little finger. This is called avulsion. And punctured wounds, the puncturing with needles, screws, etc. Penetrating wounds and gunshot wounds and like a burns, critical wounds. These are all coming under open wounds. Then coming to closed wounds. Closed wounds, usually there is a bruises, hematoma, crush injuries. You can see there is no opening of the wound. Only it is, you can see the swelling and you can see that collection at the skin level or maybe discoloration, etc. These are all closed wounds. Okay, there are two types of wounds, open wounds and closed wounds. Coming to basic principles of the treatment of Sadhyavarana mentioned by Sushruta Acharya, almost all types of traumatic wounds can manage with the help of Shashti Upakrama. 60 therapeutic procedures mentioned by Sushruta, and out of that we can use Shodhana, Ropana, Bandhana, Healing. See, very important, cleansing, the purification of the particular wound is very important. Encourage with the healing with like Varna Shodhana and Varna Ropana drugs. Proper bandage also is very important. If needed, definitely we can go for Sivana Karma. Shodhana, Ropana, and Sivana Karma and Bandha. So these are the, still today we are practicing by these techniques. See, very important in traumatic wounds is the first aid management. So this is very important as a practitioner. You must to identify, to give a first aid management and refer the patient to the higher centers. Usually, the major injury of 33% of the deaths due to major trauma are potentially preventable. You can prevent. Already we discussed there is a main cause of the death, extensive hemorrhage, hypoxia, subdural hemorrhage, pulmonary embolism, misdiagnosis, inappropriate management that leads to death. To avoid that, the main aid provided to the patient before the victim receives the actual medical aid, hospitalization. This is very important. One, stop the progress of ongoing trauma. Already trauma is over, damaged, but don't extend that trauma. You can control it or you can stabilize it and shift the patient to the other centers. Okay, that is one. Resuscitation is very important. ABC management. Airway, breath, circulation. These three is very important first aid management. If it is perfect and easily to shift the patient to the higher centers to save the patient. Okay. Prevent further damage from unstable injuries. Why? Because sometimes spine injuries, cervical injuries. The shifting of the patient is also very important. We can't hold it the patient. You can take a stick, big stick, then you can shift the patient as it is possible to avoid the extension of the damage. The first aid, there are 6 steps to follow during road accidents or any accidents. 1, stop the progression of ongoing trauma. See, further trauma continues, then definitely it goes to the chances of death. To avoid that, first the moving the patient away from the site of accident. Number 1. Number 2, stopping the ongoing phenomena leading to accident. For example, there is a burning. You stop the burning. Okay, that is very important. Number 2, maintain the patency of the airway. The patient is taking proper airway or not. This is very, very important in the traumatic wounds. Manually clearing the oral cavity, the accumulated secretions between the saliva, blood or vomitus, whatever, clearing of the oral cavity properly. And manual techniques like head tilt, chin lift, jaw thrust, jaw lift to displace oropharyngeal soft tissue, tongue, sometimes tongue bite. That must to release the tongue away from the posterior portion of the throat to avoid air obstruction. Step 3, breathing support. Shifting the patient to open place. It's very important in traumatic places, injury, road accidents. All the peoples are together, gather here, and it is difficult for breathing to the patient. In that, better to shift the patient in open place to avoiding crowds. And artificial respiration, mouth to mouth, or with ambu bag is available, we can go for the artificial respiration. Then step 4, circulatory support. Circulatory support means, for example, there is an injury of femur, or maybe it is a chopped out the lower limb. Then remaining the bleeding occurs, to stop the bleeding with a proper tourniquet, proper pressure, and maintain the intravenous. If possible, you can start a IV line. Step 5, prevent further damage from unstable injuries by stabilizing and providing. You see, this is the cervical spine injury. Cervical support, how they given the cervical support in the total surrounding of the head, and just like the patient as a single piece, and shift the patient properly into the hospital as a one piece. Then this is the shifting of the trauma patients. You can see that. Another very important is the referral issue. See, if you have a facilities of ICU, facilities of emergency care center is there, then we can manage in your hospital. If it is not possible, the main we must do save the patient, give the proper first aid, and shift the patient to the higher center, appropriate place. That is very important. Okay. By health centers or district hospital or specialty hospitals, you must do referral. No hesitation to shift the patient to referral center. See, if this is the case, you can see in the road accident, completely both lower limbs are completely chopped out. Here we can't say first thing tourniquet. You can tie it to stop the bleeding, further bleeding, to avoid the patient is going to hypovolemic shock. Then shift the patient and you can go for proper surgical care and save the patient. This is very important in bleeding. This is different. For example, fractures of lower limb, whatever the availabilities are, maybe hockey stick, or maybe bat, or maybe umbrella, or whatever the support you can give, and single piece management and shift the patient properly to avoid injury to the arteries. Step 6, along with initial assessment and first aid, attempts should be made to intimate and shift the patient near medical center. This is very important in first shift. After managing of all first aid management, they shift the patient to the proper appropriate center to save the patient for further management. Then coming to Satyavarana, what the classical mentioned, there are two types of treatment. One is general management and is specific management, also mentioned by the Sushruta. See, general management, especially the bleeding is more present in the Varana of Chinna, Binna, Vidya and Kshata. See, these 4 types bleeding is more than other 2 types. In that, what happens, there is a Vata aggravated by loss of blood, produces severe pain and hypovolemic shock also. We can see that. For this, you can go for Snehapana, Parisheka with Srimad Guruta or Balatela, Upanaha Sweda, Siddha Alepa and Sweda, and Matra Basti also will helpful for to reduce the pain also. Okay, this is the general management mentioned by Susatacharya. And blood does not flow out greatly. In Pichita and Gustavarna, there is a non-bleeding ulcer, non-bleeding wounds. Because of the stasis inside, there will be feeling of severe burning sensation. Just like you can see hematoma. Hematoma, it is looking like a very simple appearance, but inside there is a severe burning pain and formation of pus formation. In that, Susruta advised cold external application and cold irrigation of the unaffected part to reduce the burning pain and to avoid separation. This is very important. Okay, one is bleeding wounds, another is non-bleeding wounds. Then replacement of the blood volume. See, this is also referred by the Susu Samhita, especially in Satyavarana chapter. In case of perforation or piercing of any body postas, abdominal injuries, thoracic cavity injuries, etc., there is excessive hemorrhage. Patient was made to drink a portion of animal blood. See, this is the concept of blood transfusion. Nowadays, we can see established as a blood transfusion is very important to save the patient in early stages. And trauma bandage This is also mentioned in first aid emergencies. There are 14 types of bandages mentioned. Kosa, Dama, Sastita, Anuvelita, Prapoli, Mandala, Sagika, etc. These are different types of bandages according to the site of the wound. According to that, you can secure the wound from friction. Till today, the modern science also practicing same type of bandages like spiral bandages, figure of 8 bandages, 5-tailed bandages, etc. So these are the various types of bandages according to the site of wound. Coming to general management, present condition they are using, overall treatment depends on the type. See, whatever the traumatic wound, the type of trauma, what is the cause of the trauma, and what is the depth of the trauma, whether other structures beyond the skin are involved or not. That must to identify it. It is only skin, subcutaneous tissue, muscle, etc. But there is some chances of internal organs also involved. That must to assess it. If internal organs are not involved, there is no major problem. Then we can go for the simple management like cleaning, closure, dressing. Proper wound toilet, closure with bandages or maybe with the help of suturing materials, and dressing. This is a simple CCD, cleaning, closure, dressing for the general management of the patient. But you must to assess traumatic wounds to assess internal damage is there or not. But you must to assess it. Then this is the select of appropriate wound dressing at present condition like epithelialized wound, granulating wound, slough present, necrotic tissue, etc. If it is epithelializing wound, you can promote the healing. If it is a granulating wound, you can promote the healing. Slough is there, de-slough it. Necrotic is there, debride it. And remaining any type of available in the market, we can use like a hydrocolloid sheets, hydrogel sheets, or foams, or alginate. So many dressings are available in the market. We can use according to the condition. Vishesh Chikitsa mentioned by Susruta. Some of the examples, some of the in my practice, how I manage it. So this is the example given in Susruta in Chinnavarana treatment, especially if the injury to the ear, how to manage. He mentioned the ear which has displaced should be replaced in its usual site. If it is completely cut out, then come to the normal place, sutured and dressing, and orifice of the ear should also be filled with oil. See, this is the one case we treated in my practice. There is two friends, suddenly they are fighting, and one friend they bitten completely the other friend's ear, completely torn out, nothing is there, only small skin portion. You can see in the picture, only small skin portion is touching. You never imagine this patient we treated in minor operation theatre, MOT, with the local anesthesia. Okay, and we clearly managed this patient, and we can see we saved the total ear photoplasty. You can see this is the total within 3 to 4 weeks, completely the wound is healed, completely reconstruction of the normal ear. Okay, and this is another Nasa Sandhana by injury, completely the nose chopped out along with upper lip, then we sutured. And repairing of wound to the limbs. I am giving some of the examples what Susruta mentioned till what we are practicing. See, for example, if it is a wide separation of the parts, then you can go for proper suturing. See how the transplantation, vascular transplantation, these are the very important microsurgeries mentioned by Susruta to reconstruct the normal vasculature. He mentioned about Velitaka Bandhana and Gofana Bandhana for after reconstruction of the limbs, injured limbs. And this is one case you can see completely chopped out and sutured. And when the extremity has been completely severed, then wise surgeon should be the wound by Agni, apply oil and apply Kosabandha. Wound by Agni. See how the beauty of cautery, the concept of cautery, not only stopping of the blade and also for the sterilization of that particular area. Then we can go for remaining with the help of the Madhu and Dhuta, etc. See, this is the simple example here I am giving I think around 2011, I think. This is a case of diabetic gangrene, rejected for surgery. It is more than 500 blood sugar level is there, and anesthesia fitness they given as a high risk fitness, physician given as high risk fitness, and anesthetist is not giving anesthesia for spinal anesthesia also not given. Why? Because patient is already developed as a gas gangrene, and the chances of hypovolemia, shock, or maybe death on the table, they're not given. Then we decided to save the patient. We take the strong consent, maybe on the table also maybe chances of death, and we have taken this risk. And we informed the patient attendants that we planned for above knee amputation under local anesthesia. With the help of anesthetist, we given some sedation, but we did this case above knee amputation under local anesthesia. So we ligated, we trimmed, and we closed it. And we saved the patient. Till today, patient is in artificial limb. Patient is Vrana Koda. There is another case, is a disarticulation. We are giving under local anesthesia. We excised it and we closed it. And in Binna Vrana, you see, especially the concept given by Susrita, during surgery, during injury, if any momentum is coming outside, how to manage it. Till today, we are practicing same thing. If any momentum is coming outside, it is not possible to go pushing inside also. In that, whatever the momentum it is coming, we can ligate and excision. So this is the concept given by Susrita with the tied, with the suturing and cut with heated sharp instrument, sterile instrument. This concept given to that, and he applied Madhu and Gruta and application on the wound. See, this is some of the examples you can see during irreducible inguinal hernia or any other types of obstructions, perforations, momentum is coming outside and very difficult to push inside. In that condition, we can excise the momentum and ligated and excision of the momentum. So this is another case. The momentum is stuck during huge ovarian tumor, around 6 kg ovarian tumor. And here also we have followed the same, the principle of Susrita. We excised that momentum first and we can plan for the ovarian tumor excision. Scrotoplasty also they given the Susrita in Sadhyavana chapter. How the beautiful scrotum is completely torn, it come outside. Then we can, the testes will keep into the properly cleaned, properly sterile and push into the normal place, and you can go for the Sunna Sevani Sivanaka matrix suturing and go Fanika Bandha T bandage. Till today we are practicing this. I am giving one example. This is in a 4 years gangrene actually, and we did Sandhana Karma, debridement followed by the scrotoplasty, and both the testes is hanged out, and we managed it properly with the help of Panchavalkalapvada and Jatyadi Gruta. And after cleaning, then we planned for scrotoplasty. Almost more than 2 months are admitted in our hospital, we treated. So this is another case of scrotal injury, scrotoplasty. And another small boy, around 10 years boy, cricket ball injury. See here what happened, it's very interesting, the patient is delayed actually, 3 days delayed. And we can't save the testes of that small child. Why? Because it is completely necrosis. They developed as a complete one testis, completely right. Hematoma they developed, and in that what happened, we excised right orchidectomy and followed by the left orchidectomy. Why? Because it's a small boy. In future, may chances of torsion of the testis. You must to protect the left side testis also, and we did the left orchidectomy. See, this is the follow-up. You can see that torsion is there, and we did orchidectomy and orchidectomy. Completely, we can see necrosis, hematoma developed. We can't save it. And then white colored, that is called left side orchidectomy. And you see genital injuries. You see, I give an example. You see, they given how the injured testicles or vaginal bleeding. You can support with towel between legs. And intestinal perforation, also one of the Susuta given in Binnavarana, how to manage it. See, Susuta they mentioned about intestinal perforation, that is Chidrodhara, Pipilika Prayega. See, everybody is laughing, why Pipilika Prayega, how it is possible at all. See, this is a very great contribution to our Ayurvedic science, to the modern use of biological substance as observable system. See, this is the concept behind that. You can see a big ants in perforation, they will bite it at 3 places. It acts as an absorbable suturing like a catgut. Till today, we are practicing 3 to 4 sutures, just like a bite of ant with interrupted sutures. 1, 2, 3, 4 interrupted sutures. We have taken a small momentum and tie it either with the help of silk, with the help of catgut, or with the help of white grease. Okay, till we are practicing. So this is one case we operated. It is a case of DU perforation. We did the omentoplasty with interrupted stitches given for perforation. And Kshata, Pichita, Grushtavarna Chikitsa, especially for Pichitavarna, Susuta mentioned it is almost, there is a chances of in Pichitavarna injury to the skin, muscle, tendons, may chances injury to the bones also. That's why they advise you to follow the Bhagna Chikitsa. And give an example, Bhagna Chikitsa, already you know that Ansanam, Pedanam, Sanshepam, Bhagna. So this is the practice we are following Susuta's concept: reduction, retention, rehabilitation. See, we made one, everybody knows about plaster of Paris, calcium sulfate. But we are practicing plaster of India. Plaster of India is nothing. This is the preparation available in Susu Samhita Chikitsa Sthanam, Bhagna Chikitsa chapter. And we started this work in 2000 in SDM College of Ayurveda under me, and first PG topic we conducted this Manjishta Dilepa in the management of fracture management. See, plaster of India is nothing as a Manjishta Dilepa. It is a simple preparation. We can use in our normal clinical practice. It is a fantastic preparation to treat not only for simple fracture or for bandage purpose, or we can use in ankle sprains or maybe inflamed joints, better results, cellulitis, superficial venous thrombosis, deep vein thrombosis. I am telling about these are all I conducted research work with Manjishta Dilepa in all levels. Okay, Manjishta, Esti Madhu, Shalidanya, Satadota Gruta, Raktachandra. These are the drugs. 5 drugs are used for the preparation of Manjishta Dilepa. See, this is another fracture followed by the wound. We can see that 5th metatarsophalangeal joint, Faisal injury. We did excision of the callosity with ZT anatomy of extensor tendon and metaphalangeal joint aligned with main tendon KY. We used the KY and we reconstructed the metatarsophalangeal joint. This is another fracture of proximal phalanges of the ring finger. And we did open reduction with internal fixation with the KY. And this is the repair of the ruptured tender eclipse. And this is a crushed wound and developed as infection. After reduction of the infection, we plan for skin grafting. You see that how nicely accepted. For Grushtavarna, we can use treated with Bala Taila, Shamanga Taila, etc. And Chatavarna, we can treat it as a normal ulcer. This is another interesting case. A small boy, the zip stuck in the prepuce. It is just like you can say Grushtavarna, stuck in the prepuce. It is one type of closed wound. You can see that we removed nicely, completely we cut it about the remaining pant, and we given a small local application of the jelly, and just we removed it and we saved the tear of the penis. See, this in my practice, these are all internal medications for wounds. This is very important. Internal medications have a more role Especially, this is the beauty of Ayurvedic medicine for using of internal medication. But this is a no chance in modern of medication. But you can see internal wound healing. We are using Nimbadi Gukulu, Trifla Gukulu, Dandakarasana, Kaishara Gukulu, Panchatikta Gurta Gukulu, Aragavardhinivati, Mahamanjishtadikvada, Aragadadikvada, Panchatikta Kvada, etc. We are using internally. And externally, Panchavalkala Kvada, Aragadadi, Manjishtadi, Nimbadi Kvada for Vrana Sodhana purpose and Vranaropana purpose. Jatyadi Gurta, Eshtamadi Gurta, Durvadi Gurta, Karaviradi Rasakriya, Arkadi Gana ointment, etc. we are using. And recently, almost 1 year is over, we are going under one small project to assess the WH5 gel. So very interesting and very good working on the ulcers like Grutakumari, Haridra, Karanja, Gogruta and Madhu. See, Madhu and Gruta. These two ingredients on Susta Samhita, we can see it is there. And this is a very important drug is going on wonderful results on wound healing. These are the various publications. This is simply operating, simply documentation is not sufficient. Publications also is very important. What I did the research on various types of the wounds and I documented and published in various national and international journals. These are the various publications regarding the wound management. So these are the various publications. And finally, I concluded that whatever the Sadhya Vrana, you can manage with the help of Sasti Upakramas, mean to produce, release the signs and symptoms, producing or without producing any adverse effect, cost effect, easy to use, and leave minimums for this is very important. Thank you. Thank you all. And all our Sushrutas, good listeners, for hearing patiently for last 1 hour of my topic. And thank you, organizers, giving this opportunity to share my knowledge in this platform. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a very unique and properly presentation. All the delegates really benefited vast knowledge that you just shared and the practical application of the Sushruta technique that is visible and practical in your department. Thank you very much. And it is obliged on behalf of to have a speaker of your stature on our dais today. Thank you for accepting the request and a beautiful presentation to follow. Thank you very much. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. It was a very nice presentation.
Any queries?
Sir, can you access your chat box?
1 minute, sir. Who is talking? Send the invitation. Chat box. Nothing. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. For accepting our request. We will be expecting you very soon on our dais for the forthcoming seminars as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.